Good evening, girls. How are you all? I hope that you are all fine and in good health. Hello, Asma. Girls, today we will start a new lesson. Please bring your books and open your books on page 157. Good afternoon, Farah. Hello, Siva. Hello, Rina. I'm fine, thank you. So, girls, today we will talk about how to compare and order rational numbers. Hello, Jana. So, how can you compare and order rational numbers? Let's see today how we will compare between rational numbers. As we said in the integer numbers, the perfect strategy to order or to compare between numbers, or here integer numbers, is to use number line. Of course, don't compare without number line by depending on your mind. So let's take a look at this example on page 157 and graph the temperatures. Those are temperatures, and I want to compare between the temperatures in many regions. So let's locate each number on the number line as we learned I think last lesson, and let's start together. So the first number is here boys. I think this is the city, and the temperature in this region is -1. -1, that means it will be on the right, in the left side of 0. -1, this is -1. And I want to compare between this region, boys, the city, and Indianapolis, also the city. So I have to compare, or I have to put the numbers on or locate the numbers on the number line. Okay, so now -0.5. I think someone asked about the page. Always the page will be here up on the right side, girls, so you can find the page here. So -0.6, I have to locate this number on the number line. It will be where, look at this decimal, or sorry, look at this distance between 0 and -1. Of course, -0.6, it will be between 0 and -1. So I will locate this number, or I will put this number where I have how many parts here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts. If you divide, as we learned, always in decimal numbers, divide the distance between two wholes into 10 parts. So if I divided it into 10 parts like this, I will try with black color like this. This is 10 parts, 10 small parts. Then I will count 6. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means this is 6, or -0.6. Of course, here the comparison in the first example between those temperature only. That means I have to compare which one is the greater, which one is the smaller. You remember when we talked about comparison between rational number or integers, I told you this is the direction that I will follow it to know which one is the greater and which one is the smaller. To follow this direction, that means I have, or this direction for the greater. When we follow this direction, the numbers becomes what? Greater, as we said. You remember that? Greater. So that's mean the number here, which one is the greater? Which one? Look, I have here -1, here -0.6. That means 0.6 on the right side of -1, that means this number is greater than this number. Okay? Okay? So I will fill this one with right, and the city whose temperature is farther to the right is what? Is Indianapolis here. So this city, the temperature for this city is the greater. Okay? So this is the answer for Indianapolis here. Okay, so this is the answer for this example, the first example. That's mean Indianapolis greater, the temperature will be greater than boys. Okay, girls? So let's move to another example. You will find this this lesson will be very easy for you because we did or we compare between numbers. So let's see now Indianapolis. So as we said, okay, I will write now the answers by using a place value. Okay, by using a place value. Okay, you can use a place value also to compare between two numbers. That's mean I can compare between two numbers by using place value. So I will set that 0, that's mean I will compare between the numbers and the 0. So 0 is greater than -1. Why? Because 0 on the right side of -1. So -0.6 is greater than -1. So I can use this strategy by comparing two numbers for the location for those two numbers according to the 0 point. So look, 0.0 is greater than -1. That means -0.6 also is greater than -1. Actually, I didn't prefer this strategy, the place value. I prefer to compare between the numbers on number line. That's mean which region here or which city is the warmer city, the warmer. That's mean the temperature here will be more or greater than the other numbers. Who will tell me? Indianapolis or boys? So which city will be warmer? Of course, the city Indianapolis, because the temperature here is -6. That means this city is warmer, right? Okay. So Indianapolis has the greater temperature than boys, because -0.6 greater than -1. This is the idea from this example. This number more than this number. We are comparing here between two negative numbers. Okay, but here the idea is those numbers maybe will be rational numbers. Okay, girls? Now let's see another example. On the second page. Did you finish, girls? If you finish, please type 1 in the chat. Okay, I think all of you finished. Let's move to the second page. Look, in this example, I have here an example about evaluation. And I have to compare between the evaluation for 3 shell fern fish. Okay, this is an evaluation, and I want to compare between those numbers on the number line, on vertical number line. Of course, in vertical number line, as I said, the numbers down will be negative, and the numbers up will be positive. So the numbers here are negative 3, 1 over 2, 1 over 4, negative 3, 1 over 4. So look, I have one fraction and one or two mixed number. So you know that those numbers they are rational numbers. Okay, so I want to compare between negative 1.3 and 1.2 sorry, 1 over 2 and negative 3 and 1 over 4 on the number line. So which one is, we'll start with negative 3 and 1 over 2 on the number line. Look at this number. I will use this color, the pink color, for the first number. Okay, negative 3 and 1 over 2. This number, this is a mixed number. As I said, mixed number will be in between what? Between negative 3 and negative 4. Where? In the middle, because negative 3 and 1 over 2, I have to start from 0 here and jump to negative 3. This is the part, the whole part. Then I will jump the decimal or the fraction part here. The fraction part is 1 over 2. That's mean in the middle. This is a half. That's mean it will be in the middle. That's mean this is the point that represent negative 3 and 1 over 2. Now I will change the color and choose yellow to represent this number, negative 3 and 1 over 4. Negative 3 and 1 over 4, it will be between negative 3 and negative 4, of course. This is a mixed number. As I said last lesson, it will be jump from 0 to negative 3. This is the whole part. Then I have to jump the fraction part. The fraction part is 1 over 4. If you divide the distance between negative 3 and negative 4 into 4 equal parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's mean I have to move only one part of 4. That's mean this is the point that represent negative 3 and 1 over 4. According to the vertical the vertical number line, we know that when the number line, when the direction or the numbers becomes up, the numbers becomes greater. This is the greater direction, and I have to follow this direction. So which one is the greater? Negative 3 and 1 over 2 or negative 3 and 1 over 4? Of course, the greater number is what? Who will answer me? The greater number is what? Negative 3 and 1 over 2 or negative 3 and 1 over 4? Very good, Joanna. I understand your number. Negative 3 and 1 over 4 is greater, because when we move up, the number becomes greater. Look, negative 3 and 1 over 2 will be below negative 3 and 1 over 4. This number below this number. That's mean this number smaller than this number on the number line. So because negative 3 and 1 over 2 below negative 3 and 1 over 4 on the number line, so this number is the smaller number, or this number is the greater number. Okay, now another way to compare between two mixed number here is the common denominators. You know that I think I have a problem in denominators. This is O, I'm sorry, this is O. So which one? Who didn't understand? I think Tolene, you said why? Okay, look, this is the direction on the vertical number line. This is the direction for the greatness. That's mean when numbers becomes up, the number becomes greater. Look on the number line, this number over this number, 3 and or negative 3 and 1 over 4 over negative 3 and 1 over 2, or you can set negative 3 and 1 over 2 below negative 3 and 1 over 4. So that's why this number is greater than this number, because this is the direction. I have to follow it all the time. Now there is another way to compare between two mixed number by using what? Common denominators. Welcome. So you remember to make those numbers those numbers the same, I can find the equivalent fraction here. So look, I have here the same whole. So if I want to compare between those numbers, I can compare between what? Between the fractions here, 1 over 2 and 1 over 4. You remember, to make the denominators the same, I have to make one of those denominators like the other, sorry. So here I can make 2 like 4. So let's multiply it with a number. So it will be 4. What's this number? This number is, where are you girls? Okay, help me, Rina, and write the answer on the chat. It's 2. Very good. So I can multiply this fraction with 2 to make it as equivalent fraction. So of course I have to multiply also the numerator with the same number. So the number becomes what? Okay, the whole number will be negative 3. And 1 multiply 2 equals 2. 2 multiply 2 equals 4. Look, and this number will be the same, negative 3 and 1 over 4. Okay? Now, if I want to compare between two mixed numbers have the same whole, I will compare between the fraction part, which is negative 2 over 4 and negative 1 over 4. Which one is the less and which one is the greatest? Of course, negative 2 over 4 is less than negative 1 over 4, because if you want to put the negative 2 over 4 on the number line like this, let's put it on the number line. This is a number line as an example. This is a number line, and this is 0, and this is negative 1. Now I will explain it, Yusra. Okay, I will explain it. I will divide the distance between 0 and negative 1 into 4 equal parts. What is 1 over 4? This is 1 over 4. Okay, I will choose another color. Okay, this is 1 over 4 here. This is negative 1 over 4. Okay, and this is 2 over 4. 2 parts of 4 parts. So 1, 2. This is negative 2 over 4. Which one is the less one? Which number? Of course, negative 2 over 4 less than negative 1 over 4. According to this direction, girls. When the direction becomes up, the number becomes greater. So look, negative 2 over 4 below negative 1 over 4. Or you can say that negative 1 over 4 over negative 2 over 4. That means this is the greatest number, or the greater number. That means this number less than negative 1 over 4. That's why this number less than this number. So I can choose any way I want. You can choose the number line, or you can compare between the common denominators. Of course, I prefer number line, girls. Don't use common denominators or place value. All the time use number line. It's the easiest choice for you. Okay, I think you finished, girls, or not? Did you finish writing the answers in your book? Please type 1 on the chat. If you have any question also, please ask me. Okay, let's move to the next one, the next example. I want to compare between those numbers with another way. Look, negative 0.1 tenth and negative 4 over 5. Okay, last examples, the first one was a decimals, the second one was a fraction or mixed number. Now I want to compare between what? Between fraction and decimal. Okay, so what I have to do, of course, I'm sorry about this. This is a wrong sentence, I think. So I'm sorry about this. This is from the last one. So, girls, I want to compare between a decimal number and the fraction. What I have to do here, you know that when I want to compare between two numbers, the both numbers must be with the same example, or with the same form. Okay, so both numbers must be a decimal, or both numbers must be a fraction. So I have to move to the fractions or to the decimals. So I will do it in both ways. The first thing, if I want to write those numbers as a fractions, actually this is the easiest way for you. The easiest way is to write it as a fraction, because it's easy for me to write decimal as a fraction, but it's not easy to write fraction as a decimal, because you have to divide here. You have to divide. But if I want to write the decimal as a fraction, very easy actually, because if I want to write negative 0.1 tenth, the decimal means the fraction, this is a fraction with 10 in the denominator, right? That means this one will be negative 1 over 10, right? Now, this one will be what? Negative 4 over 5. So it's easy for me to compare between fractions now. But to compare between fractions, you remember that I have to make denominators the same. I have to put the common denominator. What's the common denominator for those fractions? In this fraction I have 10 in the denominator. In this fraction I have 5. What is the common denominator? Of course, you gave me the number 2. Number 2, yes, I have to multiply it with 2. Very good. The common denominator is 10. Very good. So I will make this denominator 10 by multiply it with 2. Also this one, I have to multiply the numerator also with the same number. So it will be negative 4 multiplied 2 equals 8. And 5 multiplied 2 equals 10. Okay, now which one is the less? On the number line, if you take a look at negative 1 and negative 8, look, when I want to compare between two fractions with the same denominator, I will compare between numerator. You remember that. Now, what about the fractions? here, if I have this number line as an example, look at this number line, and this is 0, this is 0 point, and this is -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, and -8 here. Okay, so this is -1 and this is -8. Which one is the greater, and which one is the less? Which one is the greater and which one is the less? Okay, girls, I think here, look, -8 is less than -1, because this is the direction that we have to follow all the time. This is the direction for the greatness. That's mean -8 less than -1. So -8 is represent this fraction, because -8 less than -1, that's mean this fraction -4/5 less than -0.1. Okay, so this is why this fraction less than for the decimal. That means the decimal is the greater number. Okay, sometimes maybe someone of you will say, no, look at those numbers, there are more than 1, this is the greatest one. No, don't use your mind, don't depend on your mind. You have to follow those steps. Write the numbers as a fraction, put the numbers with common denominators, then put the numbers on the number line, then compare it according to the number line. Now, if I want to compare between those numbers by using decimals, decimals means I have to write both numbers as a decimal numbers. First one is -0.1, the same, so I will keep it the same. What about the second one? The second one is -4/5. I want to write it as a fraction. Okay, you can use the strategy that we learned and write it as an example, or divide for, sorry about that. Okay, I will write it again. As an example, if I want to divide 4/5 like this and find the answer, okay, you remember that you have to divide for division, not multiplication, Lena. We are dividing here, so you remember I have to put the decimal point and 0 after the decimal point because I will use it. So can I divide it 4 on 5? No, the answer for this division is 0, so I will multiply 0 with 5, so it will be 0, then I will subtract. 4 minus 0 equals 4. I will take the 0 and put it next to the 4, but before that I have to take the decimal point up on the same location. So then I will put the 0 here. 40 divided 5, what's the number that I will multiply it with 5? The answer will be 40. Very good, girls. It will be 8. So the number will be 8. 8 multiplied 5 equals 40. So the number as a decimal number, it will be 0.810. Okay, so I will raise this. Now, if I want to compare between those numbers, also I will use number line as an example, and I will locate the 0 here. This is the 0. The first number is 0.1. Of course, it will be between 0 and -1. Okay, girls, 0 and -1. So I will divide the distance between those numbers into 10 equal parts. I'm sorry, I will divide it again. Okay. Okay, the first one, negative 0.1, so it will be where? It will be here. This is negative 0.1. Okay, this is negative 0.1. Okay, negative 0.8, where? I have to count 8 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is negative 0.8. Okay, which one is the greater? Oh, sorry, this is 8. Okay, which one is the greater according to the direction? This is the direction. Of course, negative 0.1 is greater than negative 0.8, or negative 0.8 is less than negative 0.1. That means this number is less than this number, or negative 0.1 greater than negative 4/5. So I can choose any way I want. You can write it as a fraction, you can write it as a decimal. It's up to you. Okay, now if you finish, please girls type on the chat to move to number 1 on the next page. You finish? Farah, you type 2, that's mean you don't finish. Okay, Asma also type 0. Okay, I will wait 1 minute. Which exercise to? I don't know. Ah, you mean this one? Okay. Okay, you didn't finish it? Okay, finish it, please. Okay, now you finish, girls, all of you, to move to exercise number 1 and compare the numbers. No? Okay, quickly please. Okay girls, now I will move to the second page. Now I want to compare between negative 0. Negative 0.3 and 0.2. Which one is the greater? On the number line, let's see now. Let's take a look, girls, and let's see the number line. If I have a number line like this and divide this number line, and this is 0 in the middle, as we said, and I want to put negative 0.3, it will be between 0 and negative 1. So it will be where? If I have those, it will be here. Negative 0.3, sorry, I will divide the number line into 10 equal parts like this. Okay, so it will be 1, 2, this is negative 0.1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, this one, negative 0.3. And I want to locate the number negative or 0.2. The 0.2 is a positive number. That means it will be on the left side, on the right side, sorry, of 0. This is 1. And if you divide the number line into 10 equal parts, as we said, so it will be where? This is 1 and 2. This is 0.2. This is 0.2. Which one is the greater? Which one? Sorry, this is 0.2. Which one is the greater, girls? According to the direction, of course 0.2 greater than negative 0.3. And without a number line, I can say that the positive number all the time will be greater than the negative number. This is a strategy. You can use it in any numbers. If I have a positive number and a negative number and I want to compare between those two numbers, always the positive number will be the greater. Okay? Guys, I'm sorry, the period is finished. I think you have a period after math, so we'll continue the lesson on Sunday. Of course, you don't have a homework, so please study mathematics and have a nice weekend. Bye bye.